Hey there. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 everybody. I'm so super excited to be on live with you today. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Again, so super excited to be live with you on today. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope that you are having a terrific Tuesday. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. I certainly am, and I hope the same for you. So come on in. So as you jump on, let me know that you're on with me today. Give me some hearts, some thumbs up, or just say hey, and let me know that you're on today. So super excited that you decided to spend a couple of minutes to join me today live here on Facebook. Hey, Adrian, thank you for joining. Hey, Sonia, thank you so much for jumping on. Come on in, ladies. We're just going to have a quick chat on this evening. Come on in, come on in. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your day is going. Again, I'm so super excited to be live with you today. Today, we're going to talk about pick your spot. We're going to talk about pick your spot. Now listen, for those of you who may not be familiar with me, let me introduce myself. I'm Tammy Durden, international speaker, author, and image coach. And what professional women, female entrepreneurs, and women in ministry hire me to do is to help them identify their authentic style and transform their image into something amazing. I am the image maker. Yes, I help women level up their image. So, hey, listen, 2020 is right around the corner. If you're ready to level up your image, I am the image maker. Hey, LaDon. Hey, Ramona. Thank you so much for jumping on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Gregory. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate you all for joining. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Xavier. Thank you for joining. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, hashtag super excited. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, tag, and share the broadcast. Start a watch party if you want to of the broadcast today. We're just going to have a chat today. And we're going to talk about pick your place, pick your place. And so I made a post today, which essentially says that your environment matters. Your environment matters. And choose to be where people genuinely celebrate you and not just tolerate you. You know, choose to be where people genuinely, and genuinely is the key word there, genuinely celebrate you and not just tolerate you. Hi, Benjamin. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, hello. Of course, you all know, in addition to image coach, I'm also an author, a best-selling author. Now, my new book, I Don't Look Like What I've Been Through, 7 Ways to Turn Your Mess into a Masterpiece. So super excited about that. We started our book tour in Atlanta, Georgia on Monday, actually, with our first book signing in the tour. The second book signing is actually this coming Sunday in Houston, Texas. So Houston, if you haven't gotten your books already, I have paperback books and I'm ready to sign with you for the book signing this Sunday. So look for more information to come on tomorrow about that with specific details, but save the date this Sunday in Houston, Texas from 2 to 4 p.m. I'll be having a book signing. If you order your books and got them on Amazon, but you want to stop by the book signing, let me autograph it for you. Let me hug your neck and love on you a little bit. I'd love to see you in person. If you're in the Houston and surrounding areas this Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m., save the date. Tomorrow I'll give you more specific information about the location and all of that good stuff. So Houston, I am ready to sign books with you. Yay! I had some people that saw me in Atlanta for the first book signing and said, I can't wait to see you in Houston. Well, guess what? It's coming this Sunday. The book signing for I Don't Look Like What I've Been Through, 7 Ways to Turn Your Mess into a Masterpiece, right here in Houston, Texas from 2 to 4 p.m. So, hey, if you're just getting out of Sunday service that day, grab something to eat, come on over to the book signing. I'd love to see you, take some pictures with you. Again, hug your neck, love on you, chat with you from 2 to 4 p.m. in Houston, Texas. So be on the watch. Look out tomorrow. I'm going to actually post the advertisement with all of the specifics. I do want you to register. It's free and open to the public, but just to make sure that I have the proper accommodations, I'm going to have some light bites for you and that kind of thing. So I want to make sure that I have enough for everyone that's stopping by and taking part in the book signing. Thank you for the love. Hey, Kat Cole, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Tamika Carpenter, thank you for jumping on. Welcome, everybody. Again, I'm Tammy Durden and your image maker. So let's have a quick conversation. So now listen, when it comes to your image and doing things and you're getting to the next level from where you are to where you want to be, How many of you know it's a process? Somebody, if you haven't already, like, tag, and share the broadcast, but somebody type in the comments for me, it's a process. It's a process. And so today we're talking about pick your place. Your environment matters. Again, I made that post earlier. Your environment matters. So as you are leveling up your image, as you're leveling up your life, your environment is important. That means who you choose to surround yourself with, the places that you choose to go, the people that you choose to connect with. Be around people that genuinely celebrate you and not just tolerate you. You see, it's so important that you maintain the appropriate environment and position yourself in the appropriate environment so that you can grow, evolve, and become your highest and best self. So maintaining your image, up-leveling your image is all about growing, evolving, becoming your highest and best self. And so if we be truthful today, thank you, Kat. Yes, it's a process. You don't get there overnight. You don't evolve. You know, the whole process with metamorphosis, and I kind of talk about that a little bit in my book. I don't look like what I've been through. There's a whole process from when a butterfly, you know, the butterfly doesn't start off as a butterfly, starts off as a caterpillar. And so there's a whole metamorphosis that takes place. So it is with our lives. And so that caterpillar has to be in the right environment to transform into that butterfly. And so it is in our lives as we are transforming our lives, as we're upgrading our image and becoming our highest and best selves. It's important to be in the proper environment. And that involves making sure that you surround yourself with the right people. With the right people that celebrate you. Now, when I talk about celebrate, it's not just always a rah-rah session and somebody pumping you up or patting you on the back all the time, somebody complimenting you all the time. But when you're in the right environment with people celebrating you, that means that they're positive, that they're uplifting, that they're encouraging, that they have some powerful information that they can share with you that's going to help get you to the next level. That's a celebratory environment. It's positive. It's uplifting. It's something that's going to help you upgrade your life. So you want to be in that environment versus a negative one. People that's always gossiping. People that's talking about people. And, whether it's openly or privately. Because in some environments, there is a perception that there's no gossip and things like that going on. But behind the scenes could be a different story. So that's where you have to use your discernment. That's where you have to know where you are supposed to be in the season, the people that you are supposed to have surrounded yourself with in this season in your life, because your life depends on it. You know, people's words can tear you down. And so that's why you want to make sure that you are in the proper environment where people genuinely celebrate you. Now, when people genuinely celebrate you, it's not just with lip service. It's not just with the words that are coming out of their mouth. But what you want to pay attention to is their actions, what they do, right? What they do, their expressions, what they do, what they actually do, not what they're saying, not the lip service. So when people are genuine, you can tell if they're genuine by their actions and not just by their words. So again, put yourself in an environment, because your environment matters. If you're on the road to get from where you are to where you want to be, you want to make sure that you're in an environment where people genuinely celebrate you, genuinely appreciate your gifts, genuinely value who you are. That's the type of environment that you want to be in as you excel from where you are to where you want to be. Thank you all. Thank you for those who are just joining. Hi, Daphne. Thank you so much for jumping on. Hello, hello. Benjamin said somebody was just talking about that last night. Absolutely. And I got so many shares on that post because I think that sometimes we're deceived just by lip service, by things that people say, that people genuinely care about us, but they really don't, but they're secretly tearing you down or saying things that are demeaning or doing things that are totally opposite of what they say. Sometimes, and keep this in mind, sometimes people attach to you on the journey because they want to take advantage of the benefits of where you are, who you're connected with, and they're not genuinely celebrating you. Right? And so you want to make sure that you ask God for discernment, use that discernment to determine if this is the environment that I need to be in. Or am I being genuinely celebrated, appreciated, valued for the gifts, talents, and everything that I bring to the table? Or am I just being tolerated? Hey, Christopher, thank you so much for joining. We're talking about pick your place and how important your environment is. As you're leveling up who you are, that includes your image. Your image is who you are. As you're leveling up as a person, your environment is so important. And so are you being celebrated or are you being tolerated? And the key thing to remember is you have control over your environment. You have control over it. It's a choice. You choose to stay in the place where you are and be surrounded with who you're with, right? It's a choice. And so that's the liberating thing about this is you choose. You have the choice to choose which environment that you're going to be in. Is it going to be healthy and positive, or is it going to be negative and bringing me down? So are people celebrating you or tolerating you? You know when you're just being tolerated. People have an attitude with you. People are short with you. And people are making comments, little comments, and they act like they're just joking, but they're really not, right? People don't want to be bothered with you. That's toleration. People are just tolerating you. Maybe you have something of value to offer, but they really don't appreciate you. They just want to use you, or keep you around for however it's benefiting them. It's just tolerating. People are tolerating. And so you never want to place yourself or linger in an environment where you're just being tolerated. You're not being respected. You're not being appreciated. You're not being valued for what you have to bring to the table. Hey, Melvin, thank you so much for joining. We're talking about pick your place. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, tag, and share the broadcast with someone else. Because listen, it's 2020. 2020 is knocking on the door. Say, hey, let me in. So the question is, are you going to take your old environment that you've had in 2019? Or are you going to take that old stagnant environment into 2020? Or as you're on this journey to upgrade yourself, are you going to actually choose to be in an environment that's healthy for you, a celebratory environment where there's positive interaction, there's positive activity? Or are you going to choose to stay in an environment where you're just being tolerated? Whether that's a relationship, whether that's in business with business partners, whether that is on your job and you're just being tolerated, right? You choose, whether it's in ministry, whatever area of your life, think about it. Think about it. Am I being valued and respected? Am I being appreciated for what I'm bringing to the table? Or am I just being tolerated? They're just keeping me around because they need me, or I may have something that they can benefit from. Are you being celebrated or tolerated? You choose, because when you're celebrated, that's the healthy environment where you can thrive, grow, evolve, and become your highest and best self. And remember, most of all, it's a choice. It's a choice at the end of the day. Don't make excuses about why you're staying in the environment. It is a choice. And you know in the pit of your stomach, you know in your heart whether or not this is a healthy environment for you to be in. So again, hey Duhart, thank you for joining. In order to have something that you never had before, you've got to do something that you've never done before and become someone that you've never been before. And the choice is yours. It's up to you. So thank you so much for joining me this evening. Again, I am Tammy Durden, the Image Maker. If you haven't already, if you live in the Houston, Texas area, next stop on the book tour is Houston, Texas, this coming Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. Watch out, save the date. Watch out for more information as to our specific location of the book signing, 2 to 4 p.m. this Sunday, in Houston, Texas. Come out, see me. Houston, I'm ready to sign books with you. I would love to see you there. If you're watching me live, I appreciate you. If you're watching the replay, I appreciate you so much. Maybe you're watching one of my watch parties. I equally appreciate you. So thank you again. If you haven't already, like, tag, and share the broadcast, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow. Have a great evening, everybody. I'll see you then.